Today we'll be concentrating on what is functions. In MATLAB, we have seen that we are writing a series of commands in editor and we are saving it. Those are called as M files because whatever the files we are saving it will be saved in .m format. Even functions are also the M files. In functions, it's similar to our C functions. It can accept the input arguments and returns the output arguments, and it also stores the variables in workspace. Let us see some formal definitions. You can see here when we are writing the function, so the function is a keyword. In the right hand side you have to put the output arguments, and in the left hand side it is output, and in the right hand side it's a function name and the input arguments. Make sure that the function name should not be resembling the inbuilt function names. For example, sine, cos, whatever we are using it till now. Let us see the examples. It can be just a function keyword and a function name, a function with an input argument, a function with multiple input arguments. Similarly with single output, multiple outputs, multiple inputs and multiple outputs. Yes, I was just saying the function name should be a very meaningful name. You should not give any you can give alphanumerical name also, but the person, if you're providing these functions or these reusable functions to anybody, or somebody is looking into these functions, he should be able to understand, and should not use the existing names like plot, sum, square root. Yes, of course you can use it as plot underscore or something like plot underscore v2. I'll be showing how exactly we'll be using it. And if you want to check any existing function, you can just type it as help space exist. So this is one of the example where I have written a file name called a stat.name, and function inside is my output arguments is mean and standard deviation, and function name is stat. As you can see, the function name and the file name is same, and the single input argument. Here I have written my code. N is equal to length of x, mean of, and standard deviation. This is just a simple standard deviation function. Okay, what are the advantages of these functions, making the functions? One, you can make all big codes into small chunks of code, which can be very simple and manageable pieces. It can be reusable. See, plot is also a function, right? It is also a inbuilt function, but it is reusable and it is very general. This is one of the examples. Okay, now user defined functions. Here we are discussing some of the user defined functions which we are written by us. As you can see here, I have written two different functions. One is try area and trio underscore 2. I'll be explaining what exactly it is doing. So let me take into the same path first. It's expected error, no problem. So as you can see here, as I was explaining that the function keyword to make sure that we are writing it as a function, and this is a single output argument, function name, input arguments, and this is the operation which has to be done, and we have to end the function. It is very good practice if you are writing a comment after any operations. For example, now calculation of triangle. Now if you want to run this function, it is telling that there is no input arguments, right? So let me run this. I have already run this function, so I will be running it directly. So the area of the triangle with breadth 4 and 3, so it is 6. So now let us see what exactly this function is doing, what I am trying to do in this function. In this function I am creating a matrix. My output is matrix and my input function name is trio. So it is showing that, okay, I'm written a file name as trio, but a function name is trio dot underscore 2. Okay, let me do this. Now it is not giving me any warning. So here I am making 3 different matrices and I am concatenating it like 1s, 2s and 3s. Okay, let me try what is happening here. So if I give the input as trio 3, 3, it is generating me 3 rows of 1s, 3 rows of 2s and 3 rows of 3s. Now same, so 2 rows, so 2 rows of each. Right, so similarly you can write these functions. And one more thing I just wanted to show you, what if I want to incorporate in my demo code, whether it will run or not. So let me run this section. Yes, I got an answer 16. So it is running. One more thing I want to inform you that this demo, as you can see, observe this demo and this user defined functions are in the same directory. If it is in different directory, it will tell you the error stating that this function is not available. So this is how you can write your own user defined function. You can incorporate in your code.